Right, YouTube, this video is about frame stiffeners from CFM Fab. Pretty good, solid frame stiffeners. The only thing I don't like about them is for the XJ unibody, they've got this 90-degree angle, and the XJ, this is the XJ right here. We're throwing on frame stiffeners because it had that bent unibody. They're solid. They wrap around underneath. I put some seam sealer, but right here they've got that 90, and the actual unibody on the XJ has about a 45, so it doesn't match up. So I had to fill that gap. They're all welded on this side. The other spot right here, I had to fill that gap up so water didn't get in there. Hopefully water doesn't get in there. I used some seam sealer. Sorry for the crappy video. There's another point where I filled in that gap, but couple things when I did these frame stiffeners, they came out pretty good. I don't have too many complaints on these center sections. They wrap around underneath, fully all the way underneath, and then they go kind of up the side. This is that angle I'm telling you about. It follows this side, but it doesn't this side, so you got to kind of do what you can to seal it up. I booger welded it up in there to get it to seal so no water would get in there, and then I fully welded them. There's a big debate on whether you should fully weld or you should stitch weld. Well, I went ahead and fully welded them. Now my doors don't shut, dang it. But I'm not going to seam seal these. I'm just going to smooth them out a little bit. But yeah, pretty solid frame stiffeners. I think he's a new up and coming kind of fabrication guy for Jeeps. I think he does a lot of other stuff, but this outside corner doesn't match up front and down the side. I've got the rears, but I haven't done the rears yet. But yeah, it's pretty solid. What helped me, these are 3/16. What helped me glue thick 3/16 to thin unibody, I had a couple blowouts, 1 or 2, 3 on this side, maybe 2 on this side, was I beveled the edge. It was square, and I beveled it to thin it out so that I didn't have to throw so much heat. And then I tried to pull from the thick to the thin. Just take your time. Actually, go slow. I did weld through primer on the underneath side and on the unibody, and it helped really well. You probably heard all of this before from other YouTube videos, but don't be intimidated or discouraged. If you got a welder, this is a great practice to practice your welding skills. Maybe you shouldn't practice on the Jeep, but try to glue some metal together and then hit the unibody. I'm not a great welder, but it sticks. It's a pretty good one. But yeah, CFM, check them out. Pretty solid. The only thing I would change on them is that, just like Barnes and all the other reputable manufacturers of frame stiffeners, they've got that angle, and which is nice. What I do like about these is they wrap all the way underneath. You got to watch. This has ARB lockers, so the air line goes right here on the inside, and then the fuel line and the brake line. So I just put some angle iron to insulate it. But yeah, otherwise, overall, these things are pretty solid. Pretty good frame stiffeners. Yep, this thing was bent, like I said in the other video. The unibody was bent. I'll try to post some pictures. I'm new to this YouTube crap. Oh, but yeah, it was bent right there, as you can see where that, I can't get the dang brush wire wheel back there, but it had a little bend right there. I went through and I didn't fill these gaps because I figured if water got in there, it could get out. Yeah, this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Right there, you see how it doesn't follow the unibody angle? But it is pretty solid. It wraps around underneath. And then right up under here, probably can't really see it. Sorry for the bad camera skills. There's big gaps, but I'm just gonna leave those open. I'm not gonna weld them. And then that's the other little chunk that I had to patch in. That's a Rusty's 4-link kit that's actually welded on. But yeah, lots of welding. Take your time. I set it for 1/8 inch and then just went to town. But what really helped is beveling those edges. I put about a 30 to 45 degree angle and then just slowly went through and welded it. Kind of a pain in the butt to weld these in. 3/16. It's a kind of a big gap, and so what I did is I put a couple hot worms in each of these channels, and then went back and then just put a cap over them. That helped a lot. Instead of trying to sit there and throw a bunch of heat trying to fill that sucker up, that helped a lot. I beveled these edges. Yeah, so have at it. This was a bent unibody. It was bent down 1.5 inches. We straightened it up with the Porta Power, and we threw some frame stiffeners on it. Next is just paint and put it all back together and go wheeling just in time for the snow. But yeah, not that bad. God bless you guys. I hope this helps somebody on choosing frame stiffeners. They're a quality company. They got good quality stuff. The metal's good. Everything looks good on them, just that one angle on the CFMs. But I hope this video helps somebody. All right. God bless you.